Okay, Waka, today we're at journal page 49, interpreting vertex form in standard form. If a function is quadratic, it can be represented by y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, comma, b, and c are real numbers, and a does not equal 0. This is called standard form of the quadratic equation. If a function is quadratic, it can be represented by y equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k, where a, h, and k are real numbers, and a does not equal 0. This is called the vertex form of the quadratic equation because it includes the vertex h, comma, k. All right, let's take a look at the first example. All right, example 1, determine whether the function is a quadratic function by graphing. So to graph this, let's go to our calculator. All right, so we're going to go to on, new document, add graph, and we're going to graph 0.02 minus 0.2x plus x squared. All right, you can see it's in the shape of a parabola. So, since it's in the shape of a parabola, we can say the graph of the function is a parabola, thus the function is a quadratic function. All right, let's take a look at the next example. All right, determine whether the function is a quadratic function by graphing. Okay, so to graph this, okay, we start at our y-intercept, which is 0, -2, and our slope is 1/2, so we go up 1 to the right 2. Okay, we use the letter m for slope. M is slope. So slope is up 1 to the right 2. So we go up 1 to the right 2, up 1 to the right 2. All right, and then we have our graph. All right, the graph of the function is not a parabola, thus the function is not a quadratic function. In fact, this is a linear function. Okay. All right. Take a look at example 2. Oh, I'm sorry, 3. Determine whether the function is a quadratic function by graphing. So let's graph this. All right, so we're going to go to on, new document, no, add graph. So we use 7, up key, x minus 8. All right. So let's go ahead and graph this in yellow. So our graph looks like this. Okay. So the graph of the function is not a parabola, thus the function is not a quadratic function. In fact, this is an exponential function. Okay, all right, let's move on to the next example. All right, example 4. For f of x equals x squared plus 4x minus 12, give the axis of symmetry and the coordinate of the vertex. Okay, so to find the vertex, we're going to use our calculator. All right, so we're going to go to on, new document, no, add graph. So we're going to graph x squared plus 4x minus 12. Now, I don't see the whole graph, so I'm going to go to Menu, Window Zoom, Zoom Fit. All right, now we can see the graph better, and we can see that it's a minimum. So to find the vertex, we're going to go to Menu, Analyze Graph, Minimum. So Menu, Analyze Graph, Minimum. We're going to move this cursor all the way over, click, drag across. It's a little hard to see the point, so I'm going to grab the point and move it over. So our vertex is -2, -16. Okay. And the axis of symmetry is the x value of the vertex. So the axis of symmetry is x equals -2. All right, let's take a look at the next example. All right, example 5. Change and enter the quadratic function from vertex form to standard form. Okay, so to do that, we need to simplify this. Okay, so we have y equals 3. X minus 6 squared is x minus 6 times x minus 6 plus 8. Okay, so then we have y equals 3 times, we're going to FOIL this. So x times x is x squared. X times -6 is -6x. -6 times x is -6x. And then -6 times -6 is a positive 36 plus 8. So then we're going to multiply everything by 3. So that's 3x squared minus 18x minus 18x plus, I don't know what 36 times 3 is off the top of my head, so we can go to escape, or just press on. There you go, calculate, and then 3 times 36 is 108. So plus 108 plus 8. Okay, so then that's y equals 3x squared minus 36x, because we're combining the x's, plus, we add these, 116. And this is your standard form. All right, go ahead and finish up that example. All right, example 6. Change it and enter the quadratic function from vertex form to standard form. Okay, so to do this, again, we're going to simplify. So y equals -2 times x plus 5 times x plus 5 minus 12. So then you get y equals -2. We're going to FOIL. That's x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25 minus 12. So then you get y equals, we're going to multiply everything by -2. So that's -2x squared minus 10x minus 10x minus 50 minus 12. So then y equals -2x squared minus 20x, because we're going to combine this and this. And then we're going to combine these. So that's minus 62. All right, go ahead and finish up that example. Let's take a look at the next example. Change and enter the quadratic function from vertex form to standard form. So again, we need to simplify this. So that's y equals 3 times x plus 2 times x plus 2 plus 18. So then that's y equals 3. We're going to FOIL. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 plus 18. All right, so then we distribute the 3. So that's 3x squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 12 plus 18. So then that's y equals 3x squared. We're going to combine these, so that's plus 12x. Combine these, plus 30. All right, go ahead and finish up that example. All right. Use the table to enter a quadratic function in vertex form. Then re-enter the function in standard form. So first off, the vertex, this is h, and this is k. And we need an x and y. So we're going to use this x, so x equals 10, and y equals 25. So we're going to use these points and this vertex and plug it into the formula to solve for a. So we have y equals a, parentheses, x minus h squared plus k. So y is 25 equals a, parentheses, x value is 10 minus h is 6 squared plus k. It says plus, but that's technically a 7, so that's going to be minus 7. Okay, so then we have 25 equals a times 10 minus 6 is a negative, or just a 4, sorry, squared minus 7. Add 7 to both sides. You get 25 plus 7 is 32 equals 4 squared is 16. Divide both sides by 16. A equals 2. So the vertex form is y equals, now we're going to plug the 2 back in, 2 parentheses x minus the h squared minus 7. So vertex form All right, now to find standard form, we need to simplify this, okay? So that's y equals 2x minus 6 times x minus 6 squared minus 7. So that's y equals 2 parentheses x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 36 minus 7. So then that's y equals 2x squared minus 12x minus 12x plus 72 minus 7. So then that's y equals 2x squared. We're going to combine these. So minus 24x, and then plus, combine these. 72 minus 7 is plus 65. Okay, so standard form All right, go ahead and finish up that example. All right, last example. After a heavy snowfall, Ken and Irene made an eagle. The dome of the eagle in the shape of a parabola, and the height of the eagle in inches is given by the function f of x equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k. Use the graph to find an equation for f of x. Round the decimal places to the nearest hundredths. So we're using the form y equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k. So we need to find out what x and y are and h and k. Let's start with h. So h is the vertex. So h is 40, k is 48. X, we're going to use this point, so X is 65, and Y is 29. Okay, so we're going to plug these numbers in, so that's 29 equals A, parentheses X, which is 65, minus H, which is 40, squared, plus K, which is plus 48. So then that's 29 equals A, parentheses 65 minus 40 is 25, squared, plus 48. Okay, we're going to subtract 48 from both sides. I'm just going to double check on that just to make sure I don't make a mistake on there, but 29 minus 48 is negative 19 equals, let's go ahead and do 25 while we're here, squared is 625. Okay, so then we're going to divide both sides by 625. That divided becomes 1. Let's use our calculator. So negative 19 divided by 625 is Control Enter negative 0.03. Okay. So our equation, we now have A. We remember that H is 40 and K is 48. And we're going to plug that into the formula Y equals A, parentheses X minus H squared plus K. So Y equals, our A is negative 0.03 times X minus 40 squared plus 48. Now, they don't want vertex form, they want standard form. So we need to expand that out. So that's Y equals negative 0.03 times X minus 40 plus 48. So then that's Y equals negative 0.03 times X is X squared minus 40X minus 40X. And then I don't know what negative 40 times negative 40 off the top of my head, so let's just use a calculator. Negative 40 times negative 40 is 1600. So plus 1600 plus 48. Okay, so then that's Y equals negative 0.03x squared. And then let's find out what negative 0.03 times negative 40 is 1.2. So that's plus 1.2x plus 1.2x. And then we need to use our calculator. Multiply negative 0.03 times 1600 is negative 48. Plus 48. Okay, so then that's Y equals negative 0.03x squared. Combine these, so that's plus 2.4x. Those cancel, so this is your equation. All right, go ahead and finish up your last example and start working on your assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.